Hey, Sheil Kapadia, senior NFL writer for The Athletic. We've got 7 2-0 NFL teams going into week 3. Let's talk about which of those teams you should go all in on and which of them you should just take it slow. Maybe don't introduce them to your parents just yet. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. Let's start in the AFC with the Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr, John Gruden, they go into Pittsburgh. They shred that Steelers defense. Derek Carr was fantastic, pushing the ball downfield. They beat the Ravens in week 1. I mean, those are 2 very impressive wins. I think what we have to do with the Raiders is we've got to separate John Gruden, personnel guy, from John Gruden, schemer and play caller. Personnel guy, a lot of head-scratching moves over the years, but in terms of being a schemer and a play caller on offense, he's done a great job. His combination with Derek Carr, it's really worked over the years. If you look at it from the start of 2019 until now, the Raiders have had the 8th best offense in the NFL according to EPA per play. So that's continuing this year. Maybe it's hitting another gear and we see their defense under Gus Bradley. It looks improved. So I like the Raiders. I like what I've seen so far, but here's the deal. We've seen this the past couple of years. They've been over 500 late in the season, and then they faded. So I'm going to say take it slow. Take it slow, Raiders fans. Enjoy it. 2 impressive wins, no doubt about it. Maybe this year's going to be different, but I'm not ready to go all in quite yet. Okay, the next team is the Denver Broncos. Gotta like what you've seen from the Broncos so far this year. You know, Teddy Bridgewater looks like he really fits in that offense. He's spraying the ball all over the field. He's getting all his playmakers involved. He looks confident. He's making second reaction plays. That's working for them. They've beat the Giants. They've beat the Jaguars. Not the most impressive wins, but both of those have come on the road, and it's hard to blow teams out in the NFL, and they've done that so far. Defensively, I feel like they haven't even hit their stride quite yet, but you've got Vic Fangio, one of the brightest defensive minds in the NFL. I was in on this Broncos team before the season. I think they're talented. I think they're going to be well coached defensively. My only question was, how good was that offense going to be? Was it going to be mediocre or better than that? Well, so far, it's looked better than that. So, Broncos fans, you can go all in. This looks like a fun team, a frisky team, a playoff team. I think it's going to be a fun season in Denver. They haven't even had a home team yet. So, go ahead, go all in on the Broncos. I'm buying what I see from them at 2-0. Let's move over to the NFC where we've got 5 2-0 teams. Maybe the most surprising one, the Carolina Panthers. Here's what I've liked from the Panthers so far. That defense is fun. They rank statistically first in EPA per play. Phil Snow, their defensive coordinator, he's got some young, talented pieces to work with. Shaq Thompson, Brian Burns, the rookie J.C. Horn, second-year player Jeremy Chin. I mean, on most weeks, that defense is going to be more athletic than the opponents that they're facing, and we've really seen that through the first 2 weeks of the season. Now, the other side of the ball is where I have some hesitation. Sam Darnold, there's no doubt about it. He's looked better in Carolina than he did with the Jets. They're doing things to scheme up easy throws for him. He's got playmakers in Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, so he definitely looks improved. I just need to see a little bit more. You know, he had sort of a head-scratching interception last week against the Saints. He had at least one other play that I thought could have resulted in an interception. So I think Darnold, when he knows where to go with the ball, when he's playing within the structure of the offense, he's looked good so far. It's when the pocket breaks down, when he tries to improvise a little bit. That's when I get a little bit worried that he's going to turn the ball over. So I want to see a little bit more from the Panthers. Don't go all in quite yet. Don't go shopping for engagement rings quite yet. Just take it slow with the Carolina Panthers. Let's see what they do here in the next few weeks of the season. Next team, let's go to the NFC West and the San Francisco 49ers. 2-0, they kind of had the chaotic Week 1 win against the Detroit Lions where they dominate, but then let the Lions come back late in the fourth quarter. And then Week 2, they go to Philadelphia. They beat the Eagles on the road in kind of a very ugly game. I have some questions about this offense. If you look at what they did in Week 2 against the Eagles, they go 3 and out on their first 3 drives of the game. They punt on their first 4 drives of the game. Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, I don't want to say Kyle Shanahan was trying to hide him, but certainly not doing a lot with him. I mean, his average pass last week was shorter than 4 yards from the line of scrimmage, the shortest distance for any quarterback in the NFL. It was screen pass after screen pass after screen pass, and then the run game. And really, when Garoppolo had opportunities to push the ball downfield, I thought he really struggled with his accuracy. So my thing with the 49ers is, I wonder if the version we're seeing now is the version we're going to see in November, in December, because I feel like if Garoppolo doesn't play well, given what they invested in Trey Lance, if some of these games result in losses, then I wonder how long Kyle Shanahan is going to stick with Garoppolo before he moves on to Trey Lance. So this is a very intriguing team. They were intriguing coming into the season because we don't know what they're going to look like from week to week, from month to month. I'm saying take it slow with the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see what they do at quarterback. Let's see what they look like in November and December. Sticking in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, we don't really need to spend a lot of time on the Buccaneers. Of course, you got to go all in on the Buccaneers. Defending Super Bowl champs, 79 points through the first 2 weeks of the season, more than any other team in the NFL. Tom Brady looks like he's 27 years old. That offense looks unstoppable at times with all the weapons that they've got. What I like about the Buccaneers is that they can win in different ways. Of course, we saw that last year, but you even saw it in week 2 where it's a close game in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, they get 2 pick sixes on defense, and they're blowing out the Atlanta Falcons. So, Bucs fans, you don't need me to tell you what to do with this team. Go ahead and go all in with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This team is going to be there when all is said and done. Now, one team that could potentially challenge the Buccaneers, that's the Los Angeles Rams. They go on the road in week 2. They beat the Indianapolis Colts. What really stood out to me in that game is that it's the fourth quarter. It's a tight game. They have a screw up on special teams where they screw up the punt. The Colts recovered in the end zone, score a touchdown, take the lead. All of a sudden, you're thinking, uh-oh, the Rams could be in trouble. They could let this game slip away. No, I don't think so with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. 70 yards, 4 plays, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods making plays. They go right down the field in like 2 minutes and take the lead right away. I mean, that is a great indicator that this is a different Rams team. They can score in a hurry. It feels like they're always just one play away from getting in the end zone. So I do think this is a different Rams team. I really like what I've seen from that offense so far. You can go all in on the Los Angeles Rams. This team is a legit Super Bowl contender. They're going to be there in the end. I think they're the favorites to win the NFC West. And finally, the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think there's been a more exciting team to watch through the first 2 weeks of the season. I mean, Kyler Murray, it's like every possession, he's got some ridiculous highlight level play, whether he's spinning out of pressure, making a play on the move, whether he's backpedaling like 18 yards and just lofting a moon ball into the hands of one of his wide receivers. He has been outstanding. DeAndre Hopkins, they've got the rookie Rondale Moore. He's looked really good. You know, I feel like we need Gus Johnson to announce every single Kyler Murray game. I mean, talk about a match made in heaven between announcer and quarterback. That was fantastic to watch last week against the Minnesota Vikings. So no doubt I like what I've seen so far. This could really be just a matter of, is Kyler Murray healthy? Can he stay healthy? Because we saw this the first half of last season where Kyler Murray was healthy. They were going up and down the field on opponents. All of a sudden, he suffers a shoulder injury, and the second half of the year, they did not look the same. But here's what scares me a little bit, gives me some pause, some hesitation with the Arizona Cardinals. It's that Kyler Murray's got to do so much. I mean, I don't know that there's another team where the quarterback is just putting everyone on his back like the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. So that gives me some hesitation. Nothing's really coming easy for them. It's just Kyler Murray making amazing plays, DeAndre Hopkins making amazing plays. They're very talented players. I mean, they're 2 of the best players, it looks like, right now in the NFL. So maybe this can last and can be good enough for them to make the playoffs, maybe even win the NFC West. But because of what Kyler Murray is being asked to do every week, I'm going to pause a little bit and say, take it slow with the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see if they can find some different ways to win here this season, if they can get some other guys to contribute so that Kyler Murray doesn't have to do quite as much. There you have it. We've got 7 2-0 teams. The teams I'm saying go ahead, go all in on. Don't be scared. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Los Angeles Rams, and the Denver Broncos. The teams you want to maybe just take it a little slow on. Go week to week with them. Don't go overboard with them. Carolina Panthers, Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's see where the season goes for those teams. Remember, you can read all of my analysis by subscribing to The Athletic. I'm Sheil Kapadia. Thanks for joining me.